Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been gone for a bit, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing stuff here and there outside of YouTube, but if this video does well, like I said, I'll always continue making videos if you guys do want me to. But with that being said, today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 shadows. Now, although I've been gone for a while, I did a lot of research, okay? I asked a lot of people, and they told me what the best shadows were, okay? So what we're going to do is go ahead and get right into it by first telling you the number 10 spot. Now, this video is not going to take a while, so I hope you appreciate that and leave a like and subscribe to help me make future videos. Now, look, I'm always here for you guys, so I hope you guys do the same for me. This game has gotten so big in terms of how many people are playing it, and I can't wait to see what more they have in store for us in future updates, because this game is very consistent when it comes to updates. I'm not going to lie. Especially, it's a refreshing feeling compared to other games like Tower Defenses that update maybe once or twice a month. And please do let me know any thoughts you have about my list down in the comments. So number 10 is going to be, of course, Igris. Now, the reason Igris is on number 10 is because it's one of the best, not only starter shadows you are going to need to get from the dungeons, of course, but it's also one of the strongest, and you will see why right on the screen. It's pretty strong, at SS rank, which is honestly not that hard to get if you continue to do the dungeons every single time that there's an S1. And it's honestly not that bad, to be honest. Sometimes you may get even a double dungeon and all that stuff. So all in all, it's pretty OP, okay? Getting Igris is pretty good. It will definitely help you a lot, not just because of the damage, but also, of course, because of how useful he is for a new player to get. Number 9 is going to be Uryu or Luryu, as you see in the game. Now, 69.24 billion is the maximum damage you can get. Now, the reason this one's a little easier is because you have many chances to actually get Uryu. It's not like Igris where it takes forever to get him, because you have to do multiple takes of the same dungeon until you actually get him. And he's going to be up at 69 billion, which is not that bad. Although it's only 4 more billion, it's much easier to get, and you'll have a lot of easier time getting it once you actually get to the island. Now, at number 8 is going to be Byakuya, which has 77.45 billion damage. You're going to find it in the same island as Uryu, and that means that you're going to have to do it in the same dungeon as Uryu, which means that you're going to go ahead and have to wait for the same dungeon to actually obtain the number 8 strongest, which again is not that hard to get, just a little harder to get than Uryu, which shouldn't be a big of a problem. Now, of course, the difference in damage is 2 times more than Igris to Uryu, so that's not bad, to be honest. You do get quite a bit of a difference. So if you were going for one, definitely go for Byakuya if you can. Now, for number 7 is going to be Renji or Genji in the game. The damage is going to be 88.01 billion maxed out. And of course, this is going to be in the same island. And the last one in the commons, okay? Renji has an increase of 11 billion compared to Byakuya, which is a big difference, a big jump, and much bigger than the other two. So the fact that you get that much from a common is pretty impressive. And to be honest, you can get him again in the same dungeon, so there's no harm in trying to go for him while you go for the other two. So all in all, pretty much the best dungeon for new players to go ahead and grind out and try to get an SS. Number 6, we have Ant Queen. Now, Ant Queen is located in the brand new event island that you can find over here. Respawns every 30 minutes. Have to wait 15 minutes to respawn after 50 minutes of trying to kill it. And then it does 89.19 billion damage, which is a little bit more than Genji. But again, the problem with this one is, of course, it's much easier to get because it respawns every 15 minutes, as you may know, and you don't have to wait for a brand new portal S rank portal to release in the Bleach Island. So it just makes it a lot easier, a lot safer to grind for the Ant Queen if you're, of course, strong enough. All in all, it's pretty good if you need more SS rank shadows. Now we're gonna go to Pain, which is located in the Naruto Island. One of the second islands in the game, where you can go right after Solo Leveling Island. Now this island will provide you with, of course, a chance to get Pain, which Pain is really strong. It skyrockets from the Ant Queen, which is crazy to say, but it goes from 89 billion straight to 112 billion. Now this is pretty insane considering how Pain is located at. It goes to show that it is very, very strong and very, very good, especially if you're right there in the middle area. So make sure you go ahead and get Pain there. Obviously you just gotta wait for a portal to appear. Make sure you're on the Discord for the game to obviously know when there's an S rank portal there. Now we're gonna go to number 4, which is gonna be Mihawk. Now Mihawk you get from the 3rd island in the game that you go right after the Naruto island, which will give you Mihawk or Mifalken, which does 176 billion damage, which is much more than Pain, and also is of course located on the One Piece island, which is the snow island kinda, if you will, which is again a really big jump in damage, and it goes to show because of how good Mihawk is going to be the number 4 spot. Make sure you go ahead and wait for a S rank dungeon there for you to be able to get them every single time, and you know, if you're strong enough you might be able to do it 2 times, which will of course be very good for you. Now, located in the brand new Bleach Island, you'll be able to get Ulk. If there's a S rank portal there, it's going to be the Epic, and it's going to be 264.04 billion damage maxed out, which is absolutely crazy because that's an insane amount of damage. It's going to be pretty hard to get, don't get me wrong, but you will be able to do it once you get to that point in the game. Of course, you're going to have to climb your way up there, but you know, eventually you will get there, which is pretty damn insane how OP Ulk actually is. Now at number 2, and this is a big one, is going to be Sung Jin Woo. Now it's obviously the GOAT himself, the Aura Farmer 2.0. It's going to be Sung Jin Woo. Now look, the Monarch you get of course from the double dungeon, which it can appear in the solo leveling area, and then you of course have a chance, a 1% chance I'm pretty sure, to get it from an S rank portal in the solo leveling area, which is pretty cool. You know, it gives you a chance. Now mind you, it is very difficult to get them and even harder to get them in SS, but if you do manage to somehow get them, it will be at 3.08 trillion damage. Yes, you heard me right, trillion, which is absurd for one shadow to have. So if you get multiple of him, you're pretty much just overpowered. And finally but not least, we have Beru. Now Beru is the brand new legendary, which he can go to G rank, and because of that reason he's gonna go to 3.24 trillion damage and be the number 1 shadow you can possibly get. Now mind you, you're gonna have to get a little lucky, but to be honest, it's not too hard to get him to G rank. I mean, if you are strong enough to AFK overnight, you'll be able to basically just solo him and get a bunch of them overnight. So all in all, I think it's pretty much the best option that you have. And if you already have a couple Monarchs, you know, if you're already strong enough to solo Beru, then you can go ahead and of course do it by yourself or with a couple friends, and go ahead and get you a bunch of the new legendaries. So yeah, and by the way, legendaries are the only ones who can get G rank. No other rarity can get G rank. Maybe in the future we can see higher grade than G, but right now that is where we are. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Those are the top 10 shadows you can possibly get. If this video helped you, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It would really appreciate me. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna make an anime simulator video soon, don't worry, and I have big news soon. Okay, see you later.